Here we go with another episode of Cosmic Debris. I am one of your hosts as always. Thank you very much, Andy George, and my partner in crime, old Turkey Jerky.
Turkey Jerky, the jerky turkey.
Oh, TJ, the chicken jerker.
Hey, if you don't know who the hell I am by now.
I know, you're the other motherfucker who wants to put up with our
Stupid
shit.
ass.
Yeah, then you haven't been listening enough.
Not enough.
Of course, one of these days I'm going solo. I'm going to break up the band.
I'm going to break up the band.
Once we can make some money on this shit, I'm breaking up the band.
Yeah, who's going to be Ono?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yoko
Yeah,
Ono,
I know.
huh?
I'm going solo, dude.
Fuck that. Go for it.
Yeah, right, dude. It ain't going to work as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still great in my own mind. But, yeah, I don't think it's going to work as well as the show, man.
Good cake. Thanks for the cake.
Oh, yeah. It was my granddaughter's birthday this weekend. I brought you a piece of birthday cake.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they had a good time.
Good.
But, yeah, how was your week? I'm good. I'm eating cake.
Well, how was my week? It was kind of eventful. I had to go pick up this new medication at the doctor's office.
Yeah.
I have to pack it in ice and shit because I got to stick it in the fridge.
Did you have to pack
So
it
I
nice
started-
and bring it home, huh?
Yeah, so I started that on Friday. It kind of fucked with me yesterday. I was taking a nap and I started having these weird fucking hallucinations.
Oh, nice.
Nice! Not really
Can
nice
I
when
get a
you're all
shot of
alone.
that? Yeah.
I'm
Oh, dude.
not having fun at it, but
Yeah.
no, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. You know, one of the funniest things I realized this morning was that talking to you on the phone is like one of those Seinfeld episodes. You remember the one where he's at the car rental place?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Right? Right? So, like you know how to make the call,
Yeah.
but you don't know how to hang up the call.
It's like, hey, would you just hang up? I got a shit.
No, you're like, I told you I was driving. Well, the fuck, you made the call. Hang up the call.
Well, you know how to hang it up, too, you fuck. I know, that's funny shit.
How was your week?
Good. Some interesting things happened that were brought to my attention about my grandkids. And one of them is my middle granddaughter, because they do all this distance learning.
Oh, yeah.
And we go to do some of her schoolwork assignments, and the apps were missing. So it's like, my daughter had a conference call with her teacher, and it found out that she was deleting the apps so she wouldn't have to do the work.
That is really pretty fucking funny.
It is. Hey, it's pretty smart.
It is
If
really
I
good.
can hide it from Pop because he don't know what the fuck's going on, and at that point I don't care. I'm like, I'm not gonna argue with you about this. But yeah, for her to delete the apps, I'm like, all right, good for you. But I'm like,
But you didn't say that, obviously.
no, I didn't say that. But inside, I'm laughing. And the other thing that was brought up was my grandson. So when he goes to the laboratory at school,
The laboratory.
lab.
Oh, lavatory. Oh,
Yeah.
the bathroom.
Yeah, the bathroom at school, and he has to go in there and drop a load. He strips down completely. He gets naked. So apparently some other kid went to the bathroom and was like, huh, there's a bunch of clothes laying on the floor in here, and there's some little kid in there taking a crap.
Where did he learn that from?
Maybe an episode of Seinfeld. 'Cause
Yeah, I think he
Costanza
learned
did
it
that
from you.
on that one episode, man. It's like, no, I'm like, hey, dude, you're at my house. I don't care if you get naked or not, but I'm like, hey, brother, you really need to leave.
Maybe you should care now.
Yeah, it's like, oh, dude, maybe you should leave your clothes on when you're at school, going to the bathroom. It might be a good idea. But I thought that I just cracked up. I'm like, that's some funny
Your
shit.
grandkids are fucking weird.
Yeah, they're just funny.
like
man.
their
They're
grandpa.
kids, man. I know now we can look back and just laugh at the shit when they're not around.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because it is funny, man. You think about little dudes in there naked taking a crap at school.
No, I find the thing about deleting the app funnier. That is really
That's
fucking hilarious.
smart, man. I'm like, oh yeah, Pop isn't going to know what's going on.
I just don't want to do this now, so if I delete the app,
Yeah.
I won't have to do this now.
Yeah, now she has to make up all those things she didn't do. So
Jesus.
it's like, and that's like pulling friggin' teeth at home. So,
Well,
it's all good though, man. Yeah, it was a good week. Other than that, they were the two things I thought were pretty funny to me. So.
When you find anything funny.
I do. I really do. Everything I can make, spin it my way into a joke. Oh, excuse me there for a second. I didn't mean to have silent air. So there were a couple things that happened in the news this past week. You see, Oprah interviewed Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Oh yeah, I heard there was a lot of shit about what they said about
Yeah,
like
about
racism.
racism within the royal family and all this other shit. And
You know, okay, Grandma's what, 90? How old is the
she's
Queen?
like 98, 99.
You know, I know my grandmother when she was that, in her 90s, even before that, she was fucking racist.
Right, but he didn't say that it was his grandma that made some racial comments about the skin tone of baby Archie or some shit, but other things that happened over there. But the one thing I thought
Probably
was
Prince
funny,
Charles, that fuck.
Prince Charles, that fuck.
He'd never get. Can you imagine being Prince Charles, growing up thinking someday I'm going to be king,
Right,
and then mom continues to live so fucking long,
right, but.
Dude, you're out.
Yeah, because he married that other chick. Well,
Princess Bowles. Did he marry Bowles?
Yeah, he married her, so he
Camilla
can't.
Parker Bowles?
Yeah, there you go. He can't be king because of that or some shit.
Well, you're probably wrong. What the fuck? I ain't going to be king. Might as well marry this hag.
Yeah, so, yeah, I was like, damn, dude, they took a step down. But, you and I talked, it's like, what are their last names, man?
Well, I asked you said that, and you're like Windsor, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I know. I was like, I had to ask somebody what
Who
their
did
last
you
name
ask?
was. Siri. Well, there's something I don't know. It's like, oh shit, their last name is
Hey
Windsor.
Siri.
Hey, is
she gonna
TJ
pop
a
up
real
now?
douche?
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Ah, fuck that.
Yeah, she ain't answering you today.
No, she don't give a shit.
She's
about
pissed
me.
off, man.
So what did Siri say?
That their last name was Windsor. I'm like,
Bullshit.
yes.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know. It's always just, Queen
House of
Elizabeth.
Windsor, I guess.
The House of Windsor,
That's
yeah.
what they say. I just
But-
thought that was like,
Yeah, so who do you think's hotter, Kate or Meghan?
I think Kate is.
Yeah.
I think Megan's really cute,
Right.
but Kate,
Yeah, the way she struts around and all those nice
but
clothes.
her
yeah.
fucking husband, he's gonna be as bald as his old daddy.
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
he is, man.
Fucking
Oh, Prince,
bald.
who's that? Prince William.
Prince? No, yeah,
Prince William. Yeah, he will eventually be the King of England. Yeah,
And you come over to my place, Prince TJ,
Prince TJ and the wax.
and you're the whack.
And here the wax who shows up. But it was interesting because it started the whole snowball effect of shit.
Oh, it did?
Because it did something.
I heard it did.
Yeah, daytime TV with the talk, where it's the women talking about it, and Sharon Osbourne was on there defending their friend Piers Morgan about some of the comments he made, and got into an argument with Sherry, one of the other one of the other ladies on the show, about defending Piers and his racial remarks. And she said, well, you point out one thing that he said that was a racial thing. And she said, well, it's not that he said racial things, it's his racial undertone.
Oh.
And you and I talked about that, and it's like, take offense,
Right.
Yeah, so you're saying, but you're reading so much into shit as we read stuff into everything that happens in everyday life.
Right, and you don't take the whole thing into context.
Right.
Just sort of like,
What you feel you need to take
Right.
to defend your own position.
well, and you don't take into account the fact of who the person is, what their past has been. And I'm not saying it gives them the right to say racial shit, but it's not like he was blatantly.
Right, yeah.
It's like, okay, so you are taking this kind of not out of context, but you're hearing what you want to hear.
Yeah, what he said. And, oh my God, that's all I heard him say was a racial thing.
And I know in our program, we always talk about be mindful of what you say and how you say it.
Right.
Because once we kick in defense mechanisms in other people, we got to realize that it's how they're interpreting what we say.
Right.
I'm not saying we have any control over that, but we do have control of how and when we say things.
Right, yeah, and what I should take offense to. Once you start talking, my mind just goes blank.
Oh, you like fries with that?
It's like, what am I having for lunch?
Yeah, that's
Once
pretty
you
much
start
it.
rambling, it's like, what am I going to stop for and have for lunch today?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to your rant later on in the show because
Well,
then I'm going to go take off and do some shopping or something.
Okay, yeah, because again, that leads to another beloved cartoon character getting the axe, old Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, that fucking blew me away. That was like when you told me that, I'm like, bullshit.
Yeah,
That's a
no,
bunch of
no,
bullshit.
because
Yeah, that can't be true.
they just cut a scene because they got a new Space Jam movie out. Pepe was in it, but he got axed because people are reading that he is he normalized rape.
right.
I'm like, wait a minute, because he would never take no for an answer when he was chasing that little cat around, you know?
Right.
It's like, all right, I gotta. It's not like he's nailing her in the keister, behind Bugs Bunny's dressing
Well, he
room. or
wanted
anything.
to, but he never
Yeah,
caught her.
right.
He's like, go after her.
Yeah,
This cat.
yeah. So any of you women out there,
Objectifying cats.
right? Yeah, objectify cat. But again, that they're also, they're Elmer Fudd will no longer have guns, or Yosemite Sam will have guns, but dynamite is okay.
For the coyote, he's willing to.
Yeah, but
continue to
dynamite and things are okay. We can blow you up, but you can't carry a gun around. I don't fucking know. But they're also attacking. You remember the famous VJ picture where the sailor is kissing a woman on VJ Day?
Oh, VJ Day. Yeah,
right,
what
and
about
it's
it?
like, oh my God, they're attacking that because he just grabbed the woman off the street and kissed her because the war was over. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
That woman became famous.
Yeah, and it's like, because we have that big statue down here by the Midway.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Are they
that-
going to
that
tear it
she's-
down?
I hope not, because this is where all this is going.
So I mean, really, because we've noticed, and I mentioned this earlier this week, is that it seems like when this ball started rolling, I mean, it has always been there, like with a Black Samba, Little Black Samba, right?
Right, the
Years ago,
restaurant,
decades ago, they got rid of the black, and then it was just Sambo,
Right.
And but recently, with all the Aunt Jemima stuff,
Right, Uncle
and
Ben,
the
Count Chocula.
all that stuff, it's becoming there every day. There's more and more things that are being changed or banned.
Right, because of stupid shit. And here's my point in this. That we sit
have a
around.
point?
I do. That we sit around and worry about this trivial shit while China's kicking our ass in technology. They're kicking our ass. Their Navy is
why?
now bigger than ours. Because we sit around and we worry about Pepe Le Pew, he's a fucking rapist. Come on, the fucking Chinese are taking your lunch money, buying the Salisbury steak at the cafeteria and eating it in front of us, and we have to clean the fucking
So
table
this
up.
is the rant you're going
Yeah,
on.
I said
okay.
this-
I'm out of here.
Yeah, so I mean, to me, this is fucking crazy because we don't have other things. Their schools are open. Our kids aren't even in school because we're fucked up. We're so worried about all this stupid shit. Does Mr. Potato Head have a fucking dick or a vagina? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking retarded fucks. Cut your fucking shit, you stupid fucking morons. Get off the fucking internet and get off your cell phones, except listen to our show. It's the only time you can have your cell phone on. And cut the shit and worry about what the fuck our kids are like. My God, we grew up with the Three Stooges hitting each other with hammers. Did you ever hit anybody with a hammer?
Yeah.
Only once, but what
Only
the fuck?
once,
Yeah,
but
a
what
little
the
bit of brain damage. But what the? We are so worried about these stupid things. We're afraid to
But they
defend
live.
anybody.
Well, it is. It is. You're absolutely right on the focus of what we as a people are focusing on. I mean, what are they going to ban? So when is Huckleberry Finn going to be taken off the shelves?
I think it has, because I was thinking that too.
What?
Yeah, I don't think that's on the shelf. Just like Catcher in the Rye's not on there or anything like that. Just crazy shit that we so sit and we worry about this. How's it affecting me? You know what? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And
If you don't want the product, or if you don't want your kids to have the product, then don't buy the fucking product. But don't
Right.
prohibit you. What you're doing is prohibiting others
Right.
from exercising their freedoms
Yeah.
to make that decision. We're going to make that decision for you.
Yeah, because you don't know what's good for you.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you got no idea what's good
Yeah,
for you.
so let's
but-
get rid of make all drugs illegal, just because there's some of us
that are fucking
don't-
addicts.
that are fucking addicts. There's more people in the world who don't fucking do drugs or
Right.
who've done them and say,
Yeah, okay, it
not
wasn't for me.
It always amazes me when one of my friends, I'm like, didn't you ever do meth? No.
Never smoked
What?
weed? Nah.
What?
The
the
fuck's
fuck?
wrong
You
with
never-
you?
yeah, what's wrong with you?
You never took any Quaaludes? What's the matter with you? Never ate any bear cats?
Don't fucking, ban books, ban, all this stuff. You can say that okay, here's this book, Huckleberry Finn.
Just like Dr. Seuss,
and,
yeah.
and it uses the N word in
Right.
the book to describe Jim.
Right.
Okay. So put that out there, put that on a disclaimer on the package or whatever. But now you're going to ban this piece of literature that was well respected and read.
Right.
Yes, it can be offensive to people.
If you take it that way, and again,
Well-
you and I talk about that. You have to take that offense. Like us, I don't give a shit. You say whatever you want about me. I don't really give a fuck.
We know that.
Because I'm more concerned about what I think about me.
Well, that's the way it should be.
That's right, yeah, but we take offense to every little thing. Just like I was looking at because they were offended, and I saw that today at some of Dr. Seuss drawings that he drew during World War One, and it had to be the way they depicted the Japanese,
Oh, come on.
and used the word
Right.
Jap and all this other
Jap,
shit.
dirty Japs.
Yeah, so
yellow
you-
Japs.
Yeah,
Jap, Japs.
yeah, and it's like big friggin' deal, man. My God. Yeah, them fuckers are worried about
Yeah,
how
okay,
much
so who
MSG.
is that offending? Now, I'm sure it's going to offend the Japanese people that live in this country. It might offend people who are more sensitive,
Right,
but given the period of time, they were the enemy.
that's right. At one point,
They brought on this war
right.
themselves. And during that time, we had to stereotype them and make it known by our country that these people are the enemy.
Yeah, at
they're
this
going to
point.
rape your women. They're gonna
kill our the POWs,
Right.
man.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
But again,
that's part of our history.
That's right.
Are we going to say that
it
we
never
were
happened.
wrong?
It's like, hey, you know what? Fuck you. We weren't wrong at that time.
No, not at that time.
Right. So it's like, hey, history happened. Get over
Do
it.
we blame Germans, all Germans today, for what the fucking Germans did during World War II?
No. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Right. Because if we started picking Germans up off the street and killing them because they're Germans, we're saying we blame all the German people.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, it's just so much fucking nonsense today. It's like, come
Go
on,
along
guys.
to get along.
Get along, yeah. Quit banning Dr. Seuss. My God, and give Mr. Potato Head a dick.
Well, what'll
and
happen?
then we'll know. Or at least, with Mr. Potato Head, you could even give him a pecker or one that's been sliced in half.
There are people I'm sure who would listen to our show and find it extremely offensive. Then don't listen to the fucking show.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure there. Yeah, I know that. I know I have people who do. I ain't listening to that. That ain't the guy I know. Oh yeah, I really am.
Yeah, I don't want some of my friends to listen to it.
No, you
because-
don't want anybody to listen. Nobody
no.
you know. It's like, hey, they know how fucked up you are.
Well, some do.
If they've hung out with you for any amount of time, believe me, they know you're like a ticking time bomb. Yeah, you just wait to explode. But enough of that crazy shit. I'm so tired of this fucking crazy cancel culture, whoever the fuck you dickbags are.
Well, it's going to get to be who's going to be the next Joe McCarthy, deciding what is and what isn't.
That's right, and that's what we're getting to,
appropriate.
censorship.
We're going to have subcommittees in Congress deciding what books to pull off shelves and to burn and to
Right.
never
Well,
publish
you're
again.
really going to be fucked when they start pulling the porn off the internet.
Fuck them.
I know. But no, and this
I'm going
leads...
to Japan. You can't pull it all
You
off.
can't pull it off. But I read this a few weeks ago, and I forget about, bringing it
Well,
up on
what
the
about
show.
banning same-sex marriages that are between Catholics, and you're not going to bless them anymore, not going to allow them to take communion?
Well,
So you're going to choke on that one.
I'm not going to choke because I ain't Catholic, and you know what? What you do, I really don't give a shit. If you're a ball gargler,
But you
then
don't
that's up to
believe
you.
they should receive communion.
I
in
don't
the
really
Catholic
care.
Church.
It doesn't affect me.
That's not what you said this morning.
No, I just thought it was funny. No, what I said was good for you. You can have your opinion. I'm the fucking Pope. It's like being the king. Fuck you. I'm going to do what I want.
Well, yeah, that's the Pope. He's tried. It's interesting because when he was canonized or whatever they do with the Pope. I don't know how
Right.
they put him in power. They vote, the cardinals vote, and the smoke and white smoke,
Right.
black smoke, whatever.
Yeah.
But he was like the Catholics were, oh, he's the all-inclusive Pope. Well, I guess he's not that all-inclusive,
Right.
but that's fine. Hey,
Yeah, because how does it affect you?
it's like my niece when I said, so you welcome gay people into your church, but they have to stop
Being
having
gay?
relationships with gay people, with other people of the same sex. So I can be gay and be part of her church, but then I cannot do what I find okay by me by
Right.
having sex with same-sex person.
So you're no longer gay.
So basically, yeah.
So you're telling me you went back in the you came out of the closet, you're no longer gay. Whatever, dude. That was just fucked up. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, now it's going quiet. So I came across.
Me, I
this-
can't stay quiet long.
No, I know. So I came across this article in the paper the other day, and actually it's from a Dear Abby thing. So it says, so when I stopped by my brother's house a couple of weeks ago, he mentioned that his 9-year-old son was grounded in his bedroom. He was being punished for snooping in his dad's vintage porn collection.
I was looking in there, and a big ball of hair popped out at
Yeah,
me,
no
Dad.
shit.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's at first he was upset with his brother and his wife because they didn't, lock up their porn in a steel cabinet or some shit.
Oh, come on. Like, gun control.
But
porn
so
control.
their brilliant idea to punish the boy was to make him
him watch
disgusted
it.
before, but made him look at the entire collection, and it took him 3 hours to look at the whole porn collection.
To look at the whole collection.
Damn, he must have had a shitload of porn, man.
Jeez.
I mean, that's just funny, man. It's like, hey, dude.
That
Well, Dad,
is-
hey, I got this
that
little
is
Woody thing
crazy.
between my legs. But I thought that was hilarious, man. I'm like, dude, that's fucking funny.
That is.
That's the punishment. Hey, I'd be like, all right, man, can I have some of your
Can I look at
Rolling
old
Rock?
porn?
Yeah, old porn.
Come on, Dad. Let me see the old porn.
'Cause
And
I remember-
why are you keeping old porn?
Yeah, after you
Jesus,
use
don't
it
you
one
get
or two
tired of
times.
looking at the same shit?
Well, maybe there were some good pictures, man. Fuck.
Oh, well, yeah, but come on.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, but that's funny to me. But
Well, that is kind of funny.
yeah, it's like I mean his
Well,
his punishment was
smoking,
funny.
Smoking. Parents caught you smoking. Okay, smoke.
Yeah,
the whole
he
pack.
smoked the whole pack. Yeah,
Right now.
like
I
right
mean,
on.
The shit treatment,
Yeah, we're gonna try to stop you from this behavior by making you do it in excess.
in excess.
Now this motherfucker's just gonna be a pimp. Little kid, he's pimping the little girls out like in South Park that one episode.
I want to know what
Who
kind
was that?
of
That was
porn.
Butters.
What ethnicity was this porn?
Yeah, no kid. But I mean, it's just funny. But fuck, we'll leave that. Hey, have you ever had any crazy bosses you worked for
Yes.
who were like, had inappropriate behavior?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You want to elaborate?
all.
No. Okay. But I was reading this the other day, and I was reading it on the fucking phone. So, and the story goes, it said his mom's boss was the head manager at her office, and he was in his late 40s, and invited himself to their mom's birthday party.
What?
Yeah. And it was supposed to be just family and friends. So the mother works for this boss who invited himself to the birthday party.
Jesus.
So he shows up in pastel blue shorts with a pink polo and flip-flops on with a case of natural light. He was hammered by 9 p.m.
There you
and
go.
started yelling at everyone. But then he saw a couple of the neighbors outside. I guess he was drinking beer, maybe smoking a cigar. But he invited these guys over to the party.
Fucking cigar smoker.
Yeah. But he invited them over to this lady's party. So he ended up in a wrestling match with one of the neighbors in their living room,
Jesus.
which he finished off by body slamming him into their coffee table. That's hilarious, dude. But his final act of the evening was shitting his pants in the kitchen and passing out.
What the fuck? I'm gonna invite myself to this one of my employees' mother's
And be
birthday
shit there,
party,
yeah.
and just wreck the whole fucking thing. I mean, he's like going in, and going, you know what? I think I'm gonna get shit faced, get into a fight, and shit my pants in the kitchen.
Yeah, in the kitchen,
because
pass
I really
out.
want to make a name for
I'm gonna
myself.
make a good name for myself. But I'm like, oh, dude, that's so fucking hilarious.
That's
I mean, I never had a boss like that.
Would you go back to work for this guy?
Oh man, depends on how much money I was making. But yeah, you could hold that over his head, man. Be like, hey, dude,
Maybe
I
he
got.
wouldn't care.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, yeah, I've worked for alcoholic bosses.
Oh yeah,
And
I
I-
for a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, no shit, end up at the bar with them during work hours.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but
Well, here's one that happened. This was a friend of my ex-wife's and mine. She had worked with the guy. Well, he had a daughter who finally became of age of like 18, 19,
Right.
20, and she was looking for a job. So I went to my bosses and said, there's this, and I knew the young woman. And I said, she's really nice and stuff. Can do you think you can give her? It was a basic job, delivery jobs. So they hire her and she's doing her job. Well, they fucking ask her to go pick up some dope for them.
no shit.
She does and gets pulled over and arrested.
Oh wow,
And they did nothing.
no shit.
No shit.
Didn't
Now, I
bail
didn't
her
hear
out,
about
did
this
they?
for a
Yeah.
while.
No kidding.
I heard about it from
Go
her
pick up
dad.
some dope for me, would you?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Fucking crazy.
That's the crazy boss shit.
And
man.
then not to do anything about it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She never came back to work.
I remember one of the first computer jobs I had up in Berkeley. The guy who owned the company was a big coke user, but he brought his brother in who was a little off to work in the warehouse, and I sold him pot a couple times. And it's like, oh man, he found out, he was like fucking pissed. But you're snorting fucking dope.
Right.
Yeah. So, but you
right.
can't sell my brother fucking weed. Yeah,
Right.
Crazy Mexican family, man. It was it was kind of
It's
crazy.
just a crazy family.
Yeah, okay, dude. But yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, he was a nice kid. He was a little touched, but
Well, yeah.
yeah, it was funny, man. But did you ever get text messages that are not intended for you?
I do not think I have ever done that.
Really?
I think maybe once, but it was nothing
You don't ever reply to
It
them?
wasn't a big deal. It wasn't like, it's like, oh, I know. I got one, bing, on my phone, and it was from my son, and he says, go to bed.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, what the fuck? And then I look at the clock, and I realize he was sending a text message to one of his kids.
Oh yeah, instead of walking upstairs.
to go to bed.
Yeah.
Right. Instead, I think I might have even mentioned
Right,
that
right.
on the
Instead of
show.
walking
I was
upstairs.
like, oh, fuck that. What a fucking idiot. I said, and I replied something about, this must be for Hannah or Ethan or something.
Yeah.
And I never
And
heard
that,
anything
never
back.
heard anything back. But because during the election thing, I would always get these text messages from the fucking Democratic Party.
Oh, I know.
You know,
I set you up.
Yeah, I know. I guess you did because
did.
because I would reply, "Fuck you! I'm voting for the other guy."
They said, put in your phone number to receive text from
Well,
the
could you send
Democratic
us some money?
account
No.
committee. No, but I just put in your number and I figured,
Yeah, that's hilarious. But the reason I brought that up, I saw a thing on crazy text messages. So this one guy got this text message that says, "Hey, you're a piece of shit," and that's what it said. So he replies, he says, "You must have the wrong guy. This is Robert." No, is this Robert? They reply back. He says, "Nope, this is Todd." And the person said, "Fuck you, Todd. You're probably a piece of shit too." That's fucking hilarious. I don't even know you, but you think I'm a piece of shit. That was fucking hilarious, dude. I'm like,
that's pretty good.
Sometimes I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'll reply to this." You don't even know who the fuck I am.
Yeah, I would if it was from somebody I never knew, and I'd be like, well, I think I have gotten some text messages from
Yeah, somebody's like,
somebody.
oh,
It
you
was
got
a
the wrong
number, and
person.
it's like, this is Bill S or whatever.
"This is TJ, you fuck
TJ, you fuckmonger. They're like, oh, sorry.
Is this a girl? Are you
Yeah,
hot?
are you single? You
Are
hot?
you single? I'll come over and take a crap.
If you're not my grandma's age, forget it.
Yeah, no shit. But there were a couple other good things that I saw on the phone, because sometimes I'll look for funny shit so we can talk about it. But I saw a video of this guy who was a suspect of a robber. He was a robber. So he's fleeing the police, and he runs through a Chick-fil-A drive-thru, and one of the guys in the drive-thru line opens up the door as the guy's running by and slows him down. And then here come the police, and the police get the guy, they're right behind him, and they push him. And the fucking suspect head goes right into the fucking grill of another car, man. It was fucking awesome.
That is pretty fucking
I'm like, oh, fucking A. I said, nice job. That guy should have got like a free deluxe combo from Chick-fil-A. But I mean, just to see the guy, the guy gets banged by the door. And I've done that to somebody, man. That's fucked up. We're driving down the street in the snow when we were kids. And who was it? Old John Bigner. Old fucking Ginger John. He was kind of a douchebag, but he's walking along the road, and we're driving by, so I opened up the car door and smacked him with it.
Well, yeah. We
were kids. That's just like, that's fucking hilarious.
I did something that was unintentionally, I guess it was
harmful.
It was fucked up, but it was hilarious after the fact. It was just this last Christmas. I was up visiting my family up there, my son, and daughter-in-law, and kids anyway. So he was working on Christmas Day. It was a Saturday. So he was working. He works in the hospital, so he had to work. So we go out, to go look at this animal sanctuary. So we come back, and my grandson's like, I'm hungry. I want a hamburger. He's got some, food issues, but no big deal.
Yeah.
So we go out to Carl's Jr.'s. They're closed. The only place open was Jack in the Box. So we get in line of cars because you can't go in because it was still COVID-y.
Right, COVID-y.
So we get in line of cars, and so we get up, order my daughter-in-law, she wanted a Coke. He wanted burger and fries. So it was really, minor stuff. So we get up to the window, and I go to pay the guy, and he says, oh, no, the person in front of you is paid already. I said, oh, it's one of those, right? Have you ever heard of these things?
Yeah, I'm just paying it forward,
Yeah, paying it forward, right?
Yeah.
So I said,
just
really?
drive off like always.
So I said, how many people have been doing that? He goes, he was the seventh. Yeah. I said, well, I'm not so kind. Give me my stuff, and I drove off. And at the time, it was like, I'm not so kind. I'm like, I'm not going to pay for the person behind me. I don't know what the fuck they ordered.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I just like, that's not for me. Thanks.
Yeah.
We got a room for
Here's a $5 tip. Fuck that other guy.
Fuck him. Thanks, whoever paid for mine, but I ain't paying for somebody else's.
Yeah. I was reading a story. You mentioned Christmas. I was reading a story about a guy who murdered his wife on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
And he propped his dead wife up on the couch so his kids could open the Christmas presents in front of him. In front of her. Yeah, mom's dead, but she's here on the couch. So whether he had like toothpicks in her eyes or left her eyes open or some shit. And the kids were 8 and 3, so that's kind of fucked up.
That is majorly fucked
That's
up.
fucked up.
How come Mom isn't saying, you're welcome when I say thanks for this?
Oh, she's sleeping. She tied one on last night.
I mean, killing bad enough, but
yeah, then propping them up.
Propping
them up. But, there was and this happened in January, apparently. There was a New Jersey man who disappeared during a January snowstorm. He was over at his mother's house shoveling the walk and stuff, and I guess the fucker had pajamas on. He was drinking and stuff.
Oh,
and,
that'll do it.
So he goes to go home, and the fucker never made it home.
Yeah.
His car's out there, it's snowing and stuff. So just the other month, they found him under a pile of snow as it was melting.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, oh, dude, that'll teach you to fucking drink and shovel snow.
It's like poor George McGovern's daughter fucking getting drunk in Wisconsin. I think that's where they lived. And falls out in the snow outside.
Oh, yeah.
Late at night, she freezes to death.
Oh, bummer, man. So you should be drinking and being out in the snow. But I got one other story.
If you're gonna drink at night, drink in a milder climate.
Yeah, they should have your heater on. But hey, there were some Florida snorkelers who found $1.5 million worth of cocaine in the ocean. No shit,
They're
dude.
just snorkeling.
They were just snorkeling.
So that wasn't deep water.
It wasn't deep water.
Wow.
Yeah, real close. Now,
I want to go there and snorkel.
Yeah, no shit. What would you do with all that, man? Would you take some?
Fuck yeah.
So
I would take it.
Right.
I would take it. Bring it home, like put it in my snorkel bag with all my shit.
Yeah.
Go home, and then decide what am I going to do with it, because I'm not going to use it.
Right.
I'm not going to turn it in.
Right.
So I'd probably call you.
Be like, hey, dude. You all right there, hacker? Oh,
No,
Jesus
not
Christmas, dude. What the
I call you and say, okay, now, you still know people.
Not as many as I used, but I think I still know a couple people.
Yeah, I was taking care of your mother-in-law. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
well, they don't get high anymore.
Oh, bullshit.
But they don't. They fucking one dude's dying of emphysema or some shit.
That shouldn't stop you from doing cocaine.
Yeah, be like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, I used to snort a lot of dope with it, but I could find somebody to sell it.
Oh, sure. There
But
you go.
I mean, so would you call the cops and tell them what you found in the ocean, or would you keep going back for more?
Oh, I keep going back for more. That's how fucked up I
It'd be
am.
like, and if you're going to tell the cops you're the person I'm snorkeling with, I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm just taking a brick
I'm not
or two.
going to use it, but it's worth some money, and I
That-
want
it
that
is.
fucking
I want
sleepy cocaine money.
That's right, because I know you were bitching this week about not getting your Sleepy Joe money,
Motherfuckers.
and I got mine.
I get up on Saturday morning, and every day I look at my bank account to see what checks have cleared, or not. I don't write checks, but I always look to see what's cleared my bank, right? So I can adjust my accounts. So I get up on Saturday morning, and I look, and I'm like, oh man, my Sleepy Joe money is pending into my account. And I go to you, I'm like, yeah, my money's going to be coming soon. You're like, yeah, I checked mine and it wasn't there. Yesterday you sent me a fucking thing. Yeah, but I got my money already.
My
Like,
money
you
was
motherfucking Sleepy
deposited,
Joe.
dude.
This guy is a fucking Republican. He didn't even vote for you, and you give him his money first? Fucking
That's what
Democrats.
happens. That's what happened when I told the Democratic Party to go fuck yourself. It was
I know.
funny because
I'm still fucking
remember
pissed off about
I remember I
that.
texted back, "Fuck you, you fucker." But I don't care. It showed up.
You said, "Oh, I'm going to buy some cigars." And I'm like,
Cigar
I hope you get cancer.
Hope you get cancer. I know that was your reply. Hope you get cancer with that fucking money, dude.
That's me.
That's fucking hilarious, man.
Fucking die.
Fucking die, you motherfucker. You got your money from Sleepy
And
Joe.
then you're like, I'm falling into money all the time. Fuck you.
You fall backwards in the money, dude.
And I can't even get my fucking money on time.
Yeah, I know. And you
Fucking Sleepy Joe.
donated. See, you should have donated more money.
Yeah, I cut them off last year. I think
I know
I
you
stopped
did.
sending money to the
Yeah, you
Democrats.
did.
I'm like, fuck this. You guys are going to win or lose anyways without my 10 bucks.
Yeah,
so
without
fuck
my
you.
10 bucks, is it going to matter? Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Sleepy Joe.
It's like filling out your taxes. How many times have you ever said, yeah, you want to donate $1 to the presidential campaign?
I might have
or
done that
whatever?
once or twice.
Yeah, I think I did it a long time ago, but now it's like, fuck them.
Yeah, it was probably when Reagan was running for president when I donated.
That's when I said, I want $1.
I want $1. Give me $1 back. Oh shit, dude, that's the funny fucking shit. I know you're looking at your bank account right now.
Looking at it right now.
See if you're
I looked
sleeping.
at it 3 times this morning. It still fucking ain't there. Bank's
See-
open. Where the
see-
fuck is my money?
Man, where's my Sleepy Joe money?
You fucks.
Oh well, my brother. Hey,
That's pretty funny.
sit and ponder that for the rest of the day, you
Yeah, right.
motherfucker.
You motherfuckers.
Oh well, dude, I think maybe we'll wrap it up on Sleepy Joe money.
All right.
You good with that? So let's give her a flush today.
We flush it.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of
Let's see
here,
who can have
man,
the last word and live with it.
and live with it.
Me.
All right,
All right.
man. Hey, go out there, love each other, take care of us, take care of each other. Listen to our show because we're fucked up and demented. This guy's like a demented circus monkey. So later, people. Peace.
Peace out.
This is Andy George from Cosmic Debris. Hey, I wanted to let you know you can reach us by email at cosmic.debris.2020@gmail.com. So if you have any comments or anything you'd like to hear us talk about, please email us at cosmic.debris.2020@gmail.com, and we'll ignore most of your stuff. Hey, if you got any pictures out there you'd like to share with us, we'd sure like to see them. You can also follow us on Twitter at Andy Jerk. So, hey, send us a message, send us an email. We love to hear from our fans. You guys have a blessed day, and we'll catch you next show. Later.